Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nate Chappell, and I will be your guru through this desert of life. Welcome to Solicited Advice, the advice show that no one asked for. We're going to be doling out the advice. It's me and my cohort, Johnny, here. Say hi, Johnny.
Hello, everyone.
Okay, let's start out with some question. How about, we've got Scorp is one of our sponsors, Scorp Video Chat. They sent in a message via Scorp, is that right? We got Adam.
I loaned my father a large cash sum. How do I ask for it back?
Well, Adam, thanks for the message. Basically, you got a couple choices here. It depends on what kind of family you're in. If you're in a guilt family, it's time to start guilting. You know, when wasn't he there for you? What games did he miss, etc. And otherwise, if it's a more punitive family, then you're probably going to lose. You just got to wait him out. How close is he to dying, right? Johnny, did I get it?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Next up, we got another video message from Mike.
Should I take out a second mortgage on my home?
Well, I wish I could get you on the line here because I need a little more information to answer that. Do you have a first mortgage? Really, I can't answer any further without that piece of information. So maybe call back in, Mike. Did I get it, John?
Nailed it.
All right. Cruising right through these. Next up, we got phone lines were open. We got a voice message from Buck in Waukesha.
Nate, this is Buck from Wisconsin, the heart of Wisconsin. I've got a problem. I am trying to quit drinking beer and eating meat, and I don't know what to do. All my family, all my friends, this whole state is just, they love the booze and the grill, and I don't know what to do. Can you help me? I feel like I'm living in the closet here. Please, help me, Nate. You're my only hope.
Thanks, Buck, for the question. Well, I've been a vegetarian for a long time, so what I would recommend for the meat part is to date my high school girlfriend. I don't know where she is, but I think that would be good advice. Worked for me. And then, as far as the booze goes, I would do what I did and stay at home a lot, nursing your cats slightly further away from the grave. I hope that helps. Johnny, did I get it?
Definitely.
Okay, great. What a relief. Okay, let's we got a Scorp call, another Scorp call, video call from Lenny.
One roommate always buys the toilet paper, and the other roommate never buys it, even when they're all out and have to use like paper towels, you know, and it's really bugging the other one, and they're just like, how are we supposed to split this up or divvy up these duties, or maybe we should have our own separate shopping lists.
Was that a question? Okay, TP and PT. What to do? Well, the way I look at it is it's from a standpoint of personal responsibility. I feel that I am responsible for myself and all of my parts and my, excreted parts. Oh, God, I wish I wouldn't have said that. I carry a roll of toilet paper with me at all times. Like right now, oh God, Johnny, let's just move on. Next up, we've got another Scorp message from Aaron. Aaron?
Hi, Nate. When in a relationship should you kill your girlfriend?
No. Let's go to the next one, Johnny. We have Johnny from Madison.
Hi. I work on the show with this guy, and he won't let me do my favorite segment, so what should I do?
Okay, Johnny, we can do your segment. Let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Johnny Jaws.
So this is to Justin Timberlake. Hey JT, I just found out the other day that you were on NSYNC and not the Backstreet Boys. I feel like I've been lying to myself this whole time, and now I'm out of sync.
Thanks, Johnny, for that. I'm gonna need a break after that, so you're gonna take a break. So watch these videos.
Wolf Out TV. It's not a bison in a grocery store. It's not just a bucket of cold cuts. It's not a bag of boxes of bags. It's not a mouth that opens to reveal a somehow bigger mouth. Or a tire in a phone booth. It's not a sandwich that reminds you of your vice principal. It's a turtle riding another turtle, like a horsey. It's a painting of somebody taking a photograph of a painting. It's a sunset as seen reflected in the glossy pages of a ladies' magazine. It's 10 or 11 paper clips banging around inside a pencil sharpener. It's one of those old-timey suitcases filled with tickles. Wolf Out TV. We'll make you laugh. Am I saying that right? Wolf Out Television presents Eddie, the world's first ever live claymation television show. Watch the magic as it happens, live. Eddie's one cool cat. I've heard he can be a bit catty, but Eddie says he's just misunderstood. One thing's for sure, this kitten likes to scratch. Eddie. Series premieres Saturday, July 19th, 8 p.m. to Tuesday, July 22nd, 4 p.m. Only on Wolf Out Television. The last show on Earth. We set him up just to knock him down. Oh man, I was checking my email, you guys, and we got some emails. Johnny, can we see some emails? We could just read them to you, but instead I think I'll have Johnny act them out. Our first email is from Nuts for Butter in Pensacola, Florida. Johnny?
Hi, I live a relatively healthy lifestyle and for the most part have a decent amount of self-control. However, when it comes to peanut butter, my inhibitions seem to melt away. I will eat the stuff by the spoonful and empty out a jar in a matter of days. How can I control my habit without depriving myself completely?
Thanks for that, Nuts. Well, I think don't underestimate how strong a motivator fear can be. Somebody told me once that if you eat too much peanut butter, you'll develop an allergy to peanuts. And ever since then, I've really thought about my peanut butter consumption. Otherwise, the other option is to not worry about it because there's a lot worse stuff out there. Johnny, next email.
I have a cribbage question. If you have 4 good cards in an unrelated pair, but it's not your crib, do you give away the points or mess up your good 4 cards? Kind of a puzzler.
That was from Crib Shitter in Madison, Wisconsin. Crib Shitter, that's a toughie. It kind of depends on what the pair is. I gotta tell you, I'm gonna probably give away that pair because I love looking at a good, double run or something. I assume if you have a good 4-card hand, you got something like a good double run already. I'd say bird in the hand, etc., etc. Throw away those other birds into the bush. 31 for 2. All right, I think I got it, Johnny. Next, let's get our next email from somebody who emailed.
I'm an environmentally conscious member of society. I recycle, compost, buy local, and recently have gone so far as to sell my car to be one less person consuming excessive natural resources and producing my nasty byproducts. A family member recently told me that I've been denying myself too much for the sake of my ideology. At first, I was frustrated, but later began to ask myself, is there such thing as being too green? And how much could you expect someone to sacrifice for the sake of the planet? So I leave these questions to you.
Oh. Okay, yeah, me too, Virginia. Well, here's one way you could conserve. Maybe conserve the words on that email, huh? Good God, just edit it down a little. Yeah, there's no too green. Just edit a little, just to highlight, just because, you know. Let's do the next question. Last question is barely any space in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
My boyfriend surprised me with a giant teddy bear for my birthday. I couldn't bear to give it up, but I have a really small apartment. Do you have any advice on how I can camouflage or incorporate this teddy into my living space?
I don't know if you're gonna like this answer, but I think you gotta dump this zero. Sounds like a real jerk. I'm talking about the bear, of course. I'd get rid of that thing. It's caused you nothing but pain, heartache. I'd just kick him to the curb. Or kick the dude to the curb, I guess. Look, it's really up to you. Johnny, do you got any ideas?
Kick him to the curb.
Okay, Johnny thinks kick him to the curb. You bear or the guy?
The bear.
Alright. Well, that's all we got. I really hope we helped. I'm sure we did. I think that's the end of our emails. Alright, and now we're back to giving normal advice to normal Skype callers just like you. Sorry, I mispronounced that. Scorp callers just like you. We got a Scorp video here from Brittany. Brittany.
Do you hate your father as much as I hate mine?
My dad's pretty cool, actually, but if it makes you feel better, I hate your dad as much as you hate yours. Did I get it, Johnny?
Yeah.
Okay, great. All right, next we got Virginia from Madison. Yeah, good girl, Virginia. Good girl. Okay, next up we got another phone call from the video, the voice line. Who do we got? We got Larry.
This is Larry from Gary, Indiana, and I wanted to ask you a question. It's a little personal, and I think it's best if I put it in song form. Okay, here we go. If you could turn back time, if you could find a way, would you take back all those things that hurt me, and would you stay? Okay, that's my question.
That's what I call a standing ovation. That was beautiful, and let's see, if I could turn back time, what would I do? Well, I'd go back and advise myself against that rat tail mullet combo. I would go back and advise myself for the two separately. I would save more elastic bottom pants so I could still be wearing elastic bottom pants. And lastly, I would turn the clock back about 20 minutes so that we could do this all over again. Because, sorry, we're out of time for normal advice. All that's left is a segment I like to call Unsolicited Advice. Okay. Unsolicited advice, huh? This is advice that nobody wanted. Well, let me tell you, I got a lot of it. What should I talk about? I forgot to think about this part. Okay, planning. I think it's important that if you're going to do something that you thoroughly think it out. If you've got a goal, something that you want to do, a show you want to put on, a segment that you want to do that is about advice for people that they didn't ask for, then and you have a certain amount of time that you have to fill. If you have like a budgeted amount of time for a segment, and then you're like, okay, that's sure, it's right at the end of the show, but I'll get to it. I'll get to writing that part, but you're gonna want to make sure you do that. Otherwise, you're just gonna be like slowing down the words you're saying just to fill the time. Are we good, Johnny? Okay, we're good. That was unsolicited advice. And that was solicited advice, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank Johnny for switching on those ones and twos. I want to thank the cats for being pretty quiet. I want to thank the guy upstairs for not making too much noise. And most of all, I want to thank you. You know who I'm talking about. As always, at the end of the show, I like to give you one last piece of advice. If you're gonna eat some pancakes,